Hey, this is Rob with EPS. In this video we're going to be talking about static and dynamic stretching, foam rolling, and swimming, and how that can improve your speed and make you a little bit faster and an overall better athlete. The first thing we're going to talk about is dynamic flexibility and stretching. You'll need a rubber band, which you can buy off the internet. Jumpstretch.com is where I got this from. I don't know if they still sell them or not, but you can find these and you see them in most workout rooms. So what we're going to do with this band is put it around your foot and then bring it back, and you're going to do 5 to 8, however many you're comfortable. Pull back till it gets tight, so you do that 8 times like that, and then once you're done with that, then you go harder. So you're going to come and actually swing back and pull yourself back, really working the flexibility in that muscle. Then when you get done with that, you're just going to pull it back and do 8 miniature kicks where you barely flex your knee like that, holding it where it's really tight, and doing that kick will help make you a lot more flexible. So you do that with each leg, and that's the first step in the dynamic flexibility series. The next step in the dynamic flexibility series is performing on the same leg. Remember, when you do this, do everything on your left leg. If you start with it, perform all these dynamic exercises first on your left and then move to your right. You don't want to swap back and forth. You want to stretch one leg fully. It's the same principle, but this time you're going to take the band and place it around the back of your neck, holding it with the other hand and having your same side hand on the band, pulling it tight. And same thing is, you're going to lean back 5 to 8 times, however many you want to do it, soft ones, and then really get a swing on 5 to 8 hard ones, and then pull it back, hold it, and do the kicks just like that. And that's the second step. And then, as you might have imagined, the next step is taking the band the opposite way, holding it, pulling it, and doing the same thing, 5 to 8 gentle swing backs, 5 to 8 hard swing backs, and then pulling it to where it gets really tight and doing the 8 to 10 kicks where you bend your knee slightly. And that's the main hamstring. The next step in the dynamic flexibility is inner growing and inside hamstring. What you're going to do here is you're going to lean on your back, and you're going to take the band around your neck just like you did for the other, and you're going to pull it out as wide as you can like this, and you're just going to hold it because it's really going to hurt on your inside hamstring and inner thigh, and also your inner growing. So you hold it like that for 20 to 30 seconds, and then you do the 8 kicks just like we went over before, and you can hold it for an additional 10, however many till you feel you get the stretch. The next stretch is the opposite way we did the last one. So you're going to bring it again around this side of your neck, and you're actually going to take your leg over, and what this is going to do is going to stretch the outermost hamstring really all down through there and get a nice little stretch. So you're going to hold it like that for 20 to 30 seconds, and then you're going to do your 8 kicks, and then you're going to hold it for an additional 10 seconds. And when you first do these, if you decide to buy a band and you first do these stretches, they're really going to hurt. They're going to feel pretty hard on your hamstrings. But after you continue to do these progressive exercises, you're going to gain a lot more flexibility and prevent injuries. And then the last stretch that I'm going to demonstrate with the band, place it around your foot, lay down on one side, and then you pull it above your head just like that, and just pull it back, and it's really going to stretch out hip flexor and quad, and you can hold it there for 20 to 30 seconds. And then once you get done with your progressive series with your dynamic flexibility and stretch band, perform the same series with equal time and reps on the other leg. Again, with the dynamic flexibility and stretch band, it's really going to loosen you up. It's going to be hard the first couple of times, but if you continue to do it every day or every other day, it will make you faster. I promise you, the more flexible you are, the faster you are. Here's the simple mechanics behind it. If your range of motion, ROM, is greater, your legs can actually go out farther. And the range of motion is improved by flexibility, so one's ability to stretch as far as they can, like the sit and reach exercise. So the greater range of motion you have in your joints, in your hips, in your legs, in your hamstring, the farther you'll actually be able to reach out when you're running. So therefore your stride length will be greater, and when your stride length's greater and you're covering more ground in less steps, you're going to be faster. If you don't have a stretch band, we're going to go over some static stretches, which is what we're going to do, which we're going to talk about now. Some static stretches to improve flexibility. If you do have a dynamic stretch band, you are doing the dynamic flexibility routine, I'm going to recommend that you do static stretches alternating days, or do it both when you do it. You can't stretch too much. It's great. It's not proven to prevent injuries, but when you take a blow to the side and your knee goes this way, whoever has the looser IT band and connecting joints and connecting tissues is going to suffer a worse injury. So I mean, it's basic science. Everyone knows that the more flexible athletes get hurt less. So now we're going to go over static stretching series that you should perform to improve flexibility. The first stretch we're going to go over is the hip flexor stretch, which when performed will loosen up your hip flexor muscles, and that'll allow you to actually definitely reach further. It's a highly recommended stretch. If you're not going to do any static stretching, do a hip flexor, because one, when you vertical jump test, you can actually reach higher because the hip flexors restrict your motion when you go up to touch. So the looser this muscle area right here is, the higher you can actually reach. And it's a muscle that's not stretched much. So what you're going to do is one knee down, one foot pointing toe straight ahead, and then hands on your hips and just sink it forward like this until you get a nice stretch, getting as low and as far forward as you can, and hold it there for 20 to 30 seconds. And then the next stretch we're going to demonstrate is the butterfly stretch, which will stretch your inner groins. So place your feet together with your toes pointing straight ahead. Pull your heels in as close to your butt as you can. And a lot of people mistake this to flap. We don't want to do that. We just want to take our elbows, holding our feet, and push down as far as we can and get a good inner stretch on your inner groin. Again, hold this for 20 to 30 seconds. It's even better if you have a partner come here and push down for you, because you can't push down enough. The next stretch we're going to do is the cradle stretch, which what you want to do is one hand on your knee, one hand around your ankle, and you're just going to pull it in as tight as you can to your chest. And if you have to, use your forearms. It is harder like that. So use your forearms and bring it in. It's going to stretch out your gluteus, your butt muscle, and which that is also doubles as your high hamstring. So again, loosening up the hamstring, and pull it to your chest and hold 20 to 30 seconds, and then switch legs. And then the other version of this is the cradle laying down. So you'll be laying down, and then again you're just going to pull as far as you can. And you don't want to pull straight, we want to pull with an angle, so our shins actually slanted at an angle, because you'll feel more of a stretch there. And you hold that again for 20 to 30 seconds. The next static stretch is similar to the dynamic stretch that we did before, but what you're going to do is you're actually going to lay down on your back, and you're just going to grab opposite hand to the leg, pull around, and then just lay back and hold it there and stretch out that hamstring statically. So you're doing the same thing, your hands acting as the band that you used before, but we're not swinging, we're getting a static stretch. The next stretch is spreading your legs out. You can call it spread it wide. You're going to go one way, both hands on your toes if possible. Bring your chest to your leg and actually try to touch your nose to your knee. And when you've reached that level of flexibility, you know your hamstrings are loose and you're definitely getting the max reach for each stride that you take. And also do it to your right, and then either take like this and pull, or grab to the end and pull forward. So right, left, and middle. Do those all. and that's spread it wide. Another hamstring stretch we're going to do is one leg out, one leg in. So bring one leg in, get your shoe or foot flat, right in line with your inner groin, and then you're going to grab with both hands your other foot, and again try to pull your chest to your thigh and actually get your nose and face down to your knee. And all these stretches, you can use a partner to help push on your back to actually stretch you more. Try to relax and breathe, and remember all these stretches 20 to 30 seconds. Obviously, I think stretching is important because I can touch my face to my knee, and I stretch almost every day. I'll either have a partner stretch me, stretch myself, or do dynamic flexibility, because being flexible really does help you become faster. It can take up to 1/10 or 2/10 off your 40 time, or if you're not trained for that, you'll notice a difference in speed and jumping ability. The next stretch we're going to go over is the row and pull. It's the same concept as the dynamic flexibility with the band on your quad. And you just lay on your side and pull your quad to your heel to your butt, and pull your quad back, stretch out your hip flexor and thigh. And then the alternate version of this is actually sitting up a little bit. And what you do is put your leg back, as you can see, as far back as you can, and then have this heel on your knee, and then turn your torso so it's straight, perpendicular to the ground, and actually kind of pull back like this, and you'll feel a massive stretch. One thing a lot of people actually do wrong is they keep this leg out straight and they lay back, and actually that can have minute tears in the tendons in your knee, so you don't want to do that. That's why you'll see people doing it like this, because then it doesn't put that pressure on your knee and will not hurt you. The next stretch is feet together straight forward for the hamstrings. Just put your feet together, touch, and try to pull your chest again to your thighs and your face to your knees. It's easier if you have a partner pushing down on the back, but again, hold this 20 to 30 seconds just like the rest of the stretches. The last stretch we're going to go over is the spinal twist. So you take one foot, put it over right about knee level, and it's the same kind of principle as the cradle that we went over earlier, except a little different. What you'll do is take your elbow, place it on your knee, and then get that good spinal twist, turn around. It's both a back stretch and a butt stretch, and high hamstring. So the more that you pull this knee towards you and turn around, the more stretch you're going to feel here and here. So it's a real good stretch, 20 to 30 seconds, and remember to perform it each way. So that's been the static stretching part of the video. Remember, with dynamic and static stretching, you can really improve your speed because your ROM, or range of motion, will be increased, and you can also prevent injuries. It's really a great thing to do, and probably one of the easiest ways to take your game to the next level and improve your speed without really having to break a sweat. So it's easy, just do it while you're watching TV, do it on commercials. Anytime you can stretch, get it in, because it is really great for your body. If you like our video, the videos that EPS has, please like and favorite our videos on YouTube, because most of the videos that have hundreds of thousands of views on YouTube about sports training, etc., they actually really stink. We've got a lot of comments like, man, I thought this video was going to be trash, but it turned out to be good. And what we want to do is we want to spread that to as many people as we can. And we can't do that without getting brought up in the search results. So the higher we are in the search results on YouTube, the more people that will actually get to see that our videos have great quality instructions. And then the more views we get, the higher we get ranked. So if you could do that for us, that'd be great. And remember to check out our website, www.trainingwitheps.com, for all the latest tips, techniques, and information about speed training, getting faster, and they have a ton of products that can help you take your game to the next level if you're willing to work at it.
To learn more about the products and drills used in this video, visit www.trainingwitheps.com. Our products help you train smarter. It's up to you to train harder.